Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by BlackRifleCoffee.com.
Hello.
Hi.
Trumpet.
Yeah.
You know what I could go for right now?
No.
It's too early for that.
Excuse me, can someone please bring the chef over?
Let's not bring cunnilingus up. I took a beating from the old wife on that.
Did you really?
For saying...
I took,
Yeah.
You know, I took a beating too. But
Candace
it was a
listened to
different
the
kind.
podcast, and she did not like me saying performing oral sex 77 times in 4 minutes. But
It's weird because the listeners did. They really
did.
liked.
They
They really
voted-
liked our approach.
And, the request for the steak and clam house T-shirt is
Steak and
massive.
clam.
Yeah,
it.
It's- we got
Yes.
somebody sent in a mock-up logo. I'll pull that up. It's
Oh, they actually designed a logo?
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's real.
Fancy shit.
That's definitely
Big Jeff
fucking real.
steak and clam house.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Big
Why
Jeff.
Jeff? Did somebody
I love
say
it.
Jeff on the last show?
I said that Big Jeff steak and clam house. That's what we were calling the restaurant.
Big Jeff likes it. Fuck yeah. God, it's feel good today,
Big
Bert.
Jeff.
I
Big
do
Jeff
too.
has a
Bert
large
Kuntz in town.
dessert
Yes.
menu over there at Big Jeff Steak and Clam House.
I like that long sleeve shirt you're wearing too, and I can say that now that we're in a video show.
we have some
I'm
of
wearing
these
my snake form.
coming down the pipe for a Black Rifle.
Oh,
Ooh.
I don't really like long sleeves, but when I wore that the BU one the other day, I was like, "This is comfy," because they're always like cottony, but it's still the tri blends in the long sleeves,
Perfect.
and it shows off those guns.
Oh, yeah.
Do you just want to get out of
Where's
here?
the camera at? Do you want to just go make
Why are
out?
you praising him? You should be berating him.
You know what,
Does
JT?
Bert not even have his own camera? I don't think he does.
Oh, yeah, because I'm not that important. I'll get up and walk right out of this fucking podcast right now.
Did
You would
Assholes.
figure
He's over
a
there-
TV star would know where his camera is. You don't know where that's
the
at?
long sleeve makes him look a little puffy.
Did
Are you
JT
allowed to
just
say
call
that?
me
That's what I'm saying. Is he even allowed to
puffy?
say that?
You look like you've been holding your breath for 7 years.
that's awesome.
You can breathe now.
Is that like your mama's so fat joke? Your mama's
Yeah.
so fat. She looked like she been holding her breath for 7 years.
How did I
Hey,
become the
hey,
whip-
Bert
the
Kuntz, I
whipping
got a
boy?
serious question for you. I follow your Instagram, which is fucking awesome, but every day you're eating the most gigantic breakfasts of all time. How is that possible that you're not 400 pounds?
That's not actually me. I actually just, when I'm at the restaurant, I normally just have a salad with quinoa on top. I go to somebody else's table. No, the only reason I work out, I've said it for a long time, the only reason I work out is to eat horrible fucking food.
You
and there's
see,
nothing wrong
I
with it.
found
Like,
a happy medium with that.
It's not, I'm not killing kittens in the garage, but people make you feel so bad about eating shitty food and good American food. Like, and then I'll watch some lady on the news that's in Arkansas that lived out in a trailer and she's 117 years old and ate moon pies and drank RC Cola and smoked cigarettes every day. It's like,
didn't
people
Betty
really
White-
want to beat you up on your diet, and man, like,
Betty White drank vodka and ate hot dogs.
that's it. And she's 116.
Are you on that Betty White
Yeah, I'm
diet?
on the Betty
dude?
White diet.
Vodka and hot dogs?
Dude, vodka and dogs, man. I
Dude,
love some dogs.
I feel like you're gonna do like canned pickles where you put hot dogs in a jar full of vodka and let them soak up that vodka. Yeah, ferment.
You're
Thank you.
inventing something right now,
Dude,
Matthew.
I know. So it's a mason jar.
This
you
is
put
delicious.
8 hot
Baby,
dogs.
Vodka
babe,
dogs.
Babe, I need you to get a bunch of glass jars. We need a
Oh.
lot of vodka. We need like huge portions of dogs.
Can you please try one on Instagram for me and just soak a hot dog for like 2 hours and then just bite into that?
Please, and,
Can I
and
cook it? Can I
Refrain
microwave it?
from calling Heather babe on any
Yeah, that's
circumstance
super
ever.
weird.
Why?
Just turn around and say Heather.
Oh,
Heather.
Hey, Heather.
Swampy?
Or Swampy.
Are you guys-
but not babe.
Are you guys at babe level now? I feel like you've matured a little bit.
Oh yeah. You know,
You
you've been-
got a little jealous before now.
Yeah.
You call her babe.
I don't know why, but
We-
I just saw Patrick Swayze and Jennifer what's her name doing that scene in the movie. You and Heather need to recreate
Heather could
that.
do
Dirty
that
dancing
with
or what?
JT,
Dirty
like throw
dancing.
JT
Yes.
up. You know, because
Yeah,
she's
strong
actually
enough.
a lot stronger
Yeah,
now.
she's strong.
She's throw JT
She's
up
really
in the
strong,
air.
actually.
This
It'll be
has to
beautiful.
happen.
We've been picking out some linens for when we moved to Texas. We've been looking at some
Oh,
some new
God.
bedding. We're gonna invest in
God.
some new bedding.
You know what? I'm going to use.
Look at Evan's disappointed face.
Is your
What?
wife coming to Texas too?
Yeah, they're all going to be living in the same house.
I'm going to use the same
It's
line my
super
wife used
fucking
on me
weird.
last night on you, JT. Who are you? I don't even know you anymore.
Why? Because we want new bedding?
You said linens.
Oh, whatever.
Now you're just somebody that we used to
Great.
know.
Somebody.
Hey, babe, we going to Costco to get those new linens. I really want to get some new fucking, what are they called? What are the window things? The drapes?
Drapes?
Curtains.
Some
Fucking
curtains.
See, I don't even know.
Ross, back to your quote. I'm going to finish this out. My breakfast right now consists of a half a pound of bacon and a giant fucking Yeti of just black. And I'm healthier than I've ever been in my entire life.
How? How? Do you work out every day or do you?
I do.
What's
I work
your
out
secret?
every day, but the only reason I work out is to eat shitty food. So that's it. And nobody cares about your stupid fucking diet. They really don't.
No.
No,
Nobody
they don't.
cares. I'm
Nobody
over it.
did.
Save it for somebody else.
That's just the vegan mentality where someone I would never judge you for fucking bacon and, you know, all the delicious sausages and
They're the only
chicken fried steak.
biscuits
They're the
and
only ones.
gravy.
I was thinking
Biscuits
about
and
that when
gravy?
Noelle got attacked on Instagram. Like, they're the only ones that bitch to the other side. Like, we don't roll over to vegans in force and go, "You're an idiot."
No, I went through
You're
one. Yeah,
stupid.
I went through one, and it was like some vegan chef guy, and he's like, and I just looked at him like, that doesn't look tasty, and then I backed off it. I'm like, I'm gonna go talk shit. It means more red meat for me.
Yeah,
There you
I know.
go.
That's the way I look
And
at
I mean,
it.
what better way to waste your life other than trying to achieve a goal that will
God,
never
you know
be
what I
effective?
should have done?
That was my exact position on homosexuality. I was like, I encourage it. I want more homosexuals
More.
out there.
Yeah,
I
because
say
they're
I'm like,
usually well dressed.
I want them.
They're
I want them to get
good-looking.
married. I want more and more and more because then
More
the
girls.
chances of JT's seeing the end result
Right.
of this.
I don't know
the chances
if
of
there were
picking
no
up
gays
some
in the world,
fine
you
ass
wouldn't have Heather.
go up. Like, this is a result of an exponential growth in the
In
gay
homosexual
community. And JT's seeing the
Yes.
end results. This is
Yeah.
just statistically possible.
Yes.
I win.
Yeah.
Golf
I
clap.
win.
You should do a public announcement like, I want to thank all the homosexuals out there for letting me fuck Heather.
for just
And
giving
dating her, 'cause
so
she-
few options.
There-
I finally won.
There's a lot of super hot gay dudes, and that's eliminated it down to this is where we're at.
And they like to, well,
This is
that's
what we got.
super stereotypical, but you know, they might go shopping too, you know, with their girl, like, let's go shopping. I don't want to go to the fucking mall.
No.
That's what
No.
Amazon
I hate
Prime's
the
for.
mall.
No.
I don't. What do you even need to get at the mall as an adult? Like, the mall was like a thing. when
Yeah,
you
but
were
like
like a
girls will
teen.
get, you know,
I like where you're
makeup
going
and-
here. We need so many gay men that every one of us that's married can have.
has to
Two
have
or three.
Yeah, their wife can
super
have-
hot chicks.
Well, I was going a different direction. I was going to say, so there's enough gay guys that every married guy like us, their wife can have a gay friend that does all the stuff.
Yeah.
We
No,
don't wanna do
bullshit.
with
See, this is where I hit a fucking a ground. People talk shit on me when a wife or a girlfriend has a super close gay friend, and because they're quote unquote gay, it's all good. You know, like, how are my tits in this Victoria's Secret bra? And the gay guy's, girl, you look great. To me, fuck no, because he's still a dude. Still a fucking dude. He's got a dick that gets hard. Get the fuck out.
That
What?
dude,
Scott,
that
but
dude
it
turns
doesn't-
around.
but-
He takes off his scarf, puts on a flannel, and goes
texts all
fly
his
fishing, and
buddies.
tells all his buddies, like,
Exactly.
"Dude, this shit is working
Yeah.
like a charm."
I look at
This is
Exactly.
2 years, I'm going to tell her that I'm actually swinging back on this side of the fence, and it's mine.
It's because of you. You changed me. I'm no longer
Yeah.
gay anymore.
I'm
All
just
I
in
wanna
love with
do
your
is-
soul.
All I want
I'm
to
in
do
love with
is
your soul.
drum roll. Eat pussy.
Oh, hey, you weren't allowed to do that.
I
You're not
can
allowed to
throw
do that.
one out there.
You
Fuck
got
my
one.
wife. She
You
does.
got one.
Sorry. Can you edit that out, please? Thank you.
I'm
Good thing
serious,
she
though,
doesn't
like,
listen to the show.
People, that would be
I was
like
just
me
kidding.
hanging out, and like I spin that on girls that think that way. I'm like, that's like me hanging out with a fucking smoke hammer, a 10, a chick. I'm like, babe, but she's lesbian. She's just helping me swing, like, you know, a bat for softball or some shit. You know,
She
she's
still has holes
coaching
that
my
need to be
game.
filled.
Yeah, she's got holes.
She's
I got-
helping me pick out a Subaru.
She's my spotter.
No, not a Subaru.
She's my squatting
Subaru.
partner.
Yeah, she's measuring my fucking waist for a new suit I'm getting. Oh, her hand accidentally rubbed my cock. Like, nah.
Accidentally.
Can we do that though? Is that something we might be able to push? Are there hot lesbians out there that might want to become our friends?
Yeah, 'cause I need a
feel-
hot lesbian
yeah,
friend.
I feel like this.
Can we
I
put
feel
that
like
out
this might
there?
be a good thing.
Yeah,
This could be a
Me
good thing.
too.
Like, we're standing
Just
up for our
smoke hammer
rights.
lesbians that we can just hang out with.
Yeah.
hang out
If
with.
hot
Yeah.
girls can hang out with gay, hot straight
Yeah.
women can hang out with gay.
And maybe
God.
they like sport.
No,
like
but I
maybe they
wanna-
like the
Gay-
stuff we like.
Straight guys should be able to hang out with hot lesbian
Yes.
friends.
But It'd be even better
we
if it was
start
a
a club?
lesbian couple, because then you go out for drinks, they're making out with each other.
Yeah,
You're like, this is
You're just a
awesome.
spectator.
You guys are my best friends.
You guys are my best friends.
best of
Can
friends.
I stay in your hotel room tonight? I just want to watch. Slumber party.
Hey guys, let's share a room. Sleeper buddies.
Yeah,
Like,
sleeping buddies. Slumber party. Pillow fight.
Because on the reverse end of that, you know that there's been two gay dudes that are hanging out with the
Yeah.
straight female, and they're like, they got a little tipsy, and they're like, hey girl, you just want to come up to the room, and then she gets banged out. Like, maybe you get,
I don't know.
you get
Does that
lucky.
happen? Do you think that
Oh,
happens?
of course.
What were we talking about the other day? Like, how
Antonio.
fucked up it would be if you like you were going back home and you come out to your parents and you bring your boyfriend home and then your dad bangs him.
Yes, we were talking about that. We were
Yes,
talking
it is
in
me and
depth
Ross.
about that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, but Ross, don't you agree? The lesbian couple has to be like lipstick lesbians. They can't be like the
What does
hard.
that mean?
So lipstick lesbians are like, it's a term, but
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like,
Feminine.
they dress up. They're
Feminine.
very feminine. They, but they just like vagina. Whereas like if you get the hardcore dyke chick that's just like wants to
Didn't you
throw a
say that?
strap on and choke someone out, you're like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I would still hang out with them. I would still be their friend.
Yeah, you know who they look
I
like,
need
Matt?
people that I can go pick out lumber with and like manual labor stuff.
Like a leather couch.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like, I don't want that new contemporary shit. I want fucking rawhide leather.
Yes, I want to buy
Let me help you move that couch.
Are you wearing spurs, ma'am?
Are those steel-toed boots?
Matt, you know what they all look like? Those hardcore lesbians. They look like Freddie Roach to me. Every single one of them.
Jesus.
Wow. Jeez.
My wife was just telling me the other day. She's like, "Is it me or does Tom Cruise look like a midlife crisis lesbian?" You know? And I was like,
He's morphine.
"No,
Like,
you're
in
right
this
though." I was
sense.
like, "You're
really-
spot on."
he
She's
really
like,
is.
"Dude, the guy's like wearing some like weird slacks and he's like morphing every day into quite possibly being like an environmental science." Like ecologist.
Ross says he's
like
a really
fisheries
nice guy.
person.
But that's what happened to Bruce Jenner.
is.
Remember?
He
We
is.
were like, everybody was like, man, he's starting to wear some weird, and he's a tranny.
he's
there
a
it is.
tranny.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Okay.
Tranny.
That's
I heard
what-
Bruce
hey,
Jenner did get his dick lopped off. Can anybody confirm that, Dave?
I don't know.
Dave, will you look that up?
Well, here's a confusion with the tranny term, like because there's two things, right? There's transsexual and there's transvestite.
See, I don't specify any of that. I just believe in the sex called "do you."
Well, no,
Whatever
I'm not
that
saying,
is.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying those are two different things. A transvestite is a man that likes to dress like a woman, but
That's a cross-dresser.
Most transvestites still like women. And then transsexual is somebody that wants to be the opposite sex.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We
if
talk about
you're-
this. We got to do some research on it.
I don't know if we're subject matter expert enough to make that call.
No,
I'm not making the call.
yeah.
I'm
I
saying
feel
there's a
like Jared's
difference.
pretty close to being a doctor. I'm good with it.
Hey, here you go, Ross. 2 years after declaring that to the world, I am a woman, Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known as celebrated Olympian, blah, 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 says she had completed the sexual reassignment surgery with the removal of the most prominent symbol of his manhood, his penis. So, yeah,
Yes.
lopped it off.
Wow.
Yes. Can I get that at
That's
like
such
a
a-
Sotheby's
that's kind of
auction?
attack that
I want to
term.
buy it. I want to
mean,
buy
you
his
can't say they
penis.
just like.
Wait, just riddle me this, though, okay? Like, as a dude, a gay dude, you already have two holes. Why do you need a third? Like, leave the dong.
I know.
Like, a chick,
Like,
she's got three.
You have all the party parts.
They probably want a penis because it's something fun to play with. You got all the
That's
party
why
parts.
dudes are so much more fun. They have more shit.
Wow.
I don't know. Like,
Ooh.
The party parts.
I've got too far offshore with this
All the party
conversation. I'm going to
parts.
go ahead and turn back.
So let's
I'm going to turn back.
Let's head
I'm
to NASCAR.
super uncomfortable
let's
with
head
deep
to
blue
NASCAR.
waters.
Yeah,
I
let's
do
head
have
to
one more
NASCAR.
tranny comment that I want to make, which is I think Heather Lynn should change her profile into passable tranny just to see
Wow.
what just to see what happens, just to watch it burn down. Like,
Can you do that on Tinder? Get on there and just
say
like
super passable tranny?
pre-op, passable tranny.
Pre-op, passable tranny.
Just looking for dude dongs.
Just and then we can block out their face and
Wait,
let's
are you
look
s-
at the comments come in.
Are you still on Tinder? You are still on Tinder though. You still have a profile.
But get on Grinder and
Wow.
say that you're a tranny.
yeah, what the fuck? I deleted all of mine.
You can
like deleted account.
Heather's like, I haven't been on there for minutes. What?
been on there
Hold
since
on.
7:00 this morning.
We
while
just
I was
started a
pooping.
relationship.
That was a business meeting.
Worst couple ever.
It's a business meeting.
Oh man.
Who are you having business with on Tinder, Jared?
No, I wasn't on Tinder.
Grinder. He was doing a lot of business on Grindr.
We started a.
The app is called LinkedIn, not
an
Tinder.
epidemic. The strippers that we had on the show are now starting their own show.
Oh.
What's that
Good for
called?
them.
It's called Twerk.
It's called We're Not going to promote
No,
it.
don't
Twerk
promote
Day.
it. Yeah,
or
why?
something.
Come on,
Yeah,
stop.
I'm sorry. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. God, it's probably horrible.
Jared, before we get into the sponsor, can you answer me one question real quick? So, what do you? Because I talked to Caitlin last night. What are you doing with your wife when you guys moved to Texas?
That is not something I'm talking about on the show.
55-gallon blue
drop
barrel.
it.
Do what now?
The fucking weirdos all fucking. There's a lot of weirdos that come at her on Instagram, and it's fucking. There's a lot of weird listeners, but you all know I've read your shit, so.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's some weird fucking people out there, man.
Were they hitting on her?
You name it. You name it. Like, it's happened. Like, it's fucking weird.
I was one DM that I sent her. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I won't send those anymore. I'm sorry.
And that was from my wife and I. That was just a request for her to come over and have a friendly dinner. That was it.
Yeah.
At 2 a.m.
Yeah.
There is some creepy shit. I mean,
Wow.
So I got to ask. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder, but I haven't seen you guys very much in the last 2 days, Evan and JT. I got to ask how NASCAR was, because my dad was in that industry for a long time.
Really?
I love NASCAR.
Yeah.
But you guys went to the
Daytona
race of all-
500. I was
the
super
race
jealous.
of all races. So
Yeah.
what was NASCAR like for you guys? I got to ask.
I've never watched NASCAR prior to this, so I've never watched a race. Don't really know a lot about it other than, the racers that were more popular that kind of made it into mainstream. I knew who they were, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and, guys like that, you know who they are, like Richard Petty, like those guys kind of cross-pollinated across everything. The jury was out, man. I was like, nah, I don't know. I don't know if I can just watch cars going around, a track and, I'm going to be like working or something. I'm going to run out of patience with it. I can say that it was way more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. I can say the fans are fucking super cool. Like everybody there, it seemed like everybody there had a job. Everybody there was super respectful. Everybody there had and I kind of broke it down. I'm like, these are the people that actually work in America. Like they
How
work
many
with
people
their
were
two
at that
hands.
race?
There's
133,000
130 plus thousand people were there.
seats. It's sold out. So it's sold out morning of.
And
Jesus.
the racers were super cool. The fans were super cool. Everybody's really nice.
I think they're called
super
drivers.
respectful.
Drivers.
Or are they racers.
Drivers, whatever. Racers, drivers.
As a spectator sport, like these guys have it figured out, I think, the best because they offer the fans every tier of experience. So like if you want to pay more for a ticket and go into the infield, you can walk right up to the garage that the car is in with a giant glass and you can watch the driver and the mechanics work on the car and you can be in the pits and the drivers genuinely invite that. Like they're not trying to
That's
put themselves
super
off.
cool.
Like the guy that we were with has been inside motorsports for close to 25 years. So he was very knowledgeable in answering a lot of our questions, but it's like, he said guys like Richard Petty would literally spend 7 to 8 hours signing autographs to make
That's
sure
why
that
he's the king.
everybody got what they came there for. And it was like he said, this is one of the best sports when it comes to the athletes to their fans. They do everything they can for them. Like drivers will just sit in the stands. They were saying like the week prior, because there's a bunch of mini races and stuff that lead up to the 500, and they're like 2 of the biggest drivers are just sitting in the stands, hanging out with fans, like
Drinking
watching
beer.
another race.
Took their shirts off, sat in the bleachers,
great.
and drank beer.
America.
And I was like,
America. I love
that
it.
is fucking
you know
cool,
what was
man.
crazy to us is when that race started.
When that
you have
that flag drops.
130,000 people in those stands
Standing up.
It was well after about the third lap, it was silent. Like,
Silent.
and they are in and they don't move. Like the concession guys were talking to us. They're like, people don't. We've tried to like create these divisions, like where there's 3 parts to the race where they they give a green flag and they slow down and stuff like that, hoping people will get up and go to the bathroom and buy more food or drinks and stuff like that. And they're like, they don't.
Oh, hell no.
They
People
don't get
piss
up.
in Gatorade bottles.
Really?
Yes.
Dude.
That's funny because any other sport, the second the quarter ends or whatever, it's like everybody's
and
up and
everybody
Yeah, it's
beers
mad
and
dash.
Dude, it was the most respectful, like, seeing their appreciation for it was crazy. All of them have scanners and headsets that let them listen to
Not
the
all,
drive.
but a huge
lot
percentage.
Of them. Yeah.
Wait, so you can listen to
You
the radio
listen to-
traffic of
between
the
your
cars?
driver that you
That's
like.
so cool.
Yeah, it's all open
It's
comms. So
badass.
the drivers, it's all open comms. You can hear the drivers talking to their
spotters.
I'm
They have
surprised
two
someone
spotters.
hasn't like hacked into that and fucked with it.
I mean,
I
I doubt it. Again, like the respect level for this is why would you want to fuck with your driver?
No, that's great. That's super cool. You can listen to the driver.
I mean,
and the
that's
pit team.
what I mean when the amount of involvement that the fans can have. I think that's what really keeps their crazy fan base that they have.
Man, yeah. So super cool. I mean, we were invited out by the guys that own the track. So and they like treat us really well. They give us great seats. It was right on the starting point or the starting line, and like it was just epic, man. Like the power those cars have, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, when they come barreling by and they lift you off your feet,
Oh my
like
gosh,
just when there's
man.
10 of them right next to each other, just
Yeah, and then there was a ton of crashes, so it's really exciting. Like it was fucking really exciting. And then we got into it. We actually had left during the overtime, and we went to a restaurant just outside of the track. And we were watching, and I was like, watching. I was like, man, this is fucking badass. Who's gonna win?
Yeah,
you
I
know?
know.
Like I was like, this is badass.
I had a bet on the race, and I was 3 laps away from winning.
who'd you have a bet with?
Travis and Ross. So Ross picked a driver, Travis picked a driver, I picked a driver. My driver was in the lead for most of the race, up to like the third
Who was
lap.
your driver?
Ryan Blaney.
Whose driver ended up winning?
I don't know.
It was Richard Petty's. Richard Petty's driver, so
Oh,
number
yeah.
2. Yeah, I forget his name, but yeah, it was Petty.
I
And he
picked
had been-
Kevin Harvick, and he made it
Kevin
close, but
Crashed
he didn't
in
do
the
it.
like last third of the race.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
last 10 miles, there was
Yeah.
a fucking huge wreck.
Yeah.
And it blew out everybody.
So all the people, in the last like 10 miles of the race, all the guys that have been leading the race the whole time, they were getting super competitive, and then they all wrecked. So it was like the dudes that have been in the back of the pack the whole time finished the race.
Awesome. they're one first
It
place.
was Danica Patrick's last race. She
yeah.
crashed about midway through.
Did you guys get to meet her?
No.
No, but I wanted to. I was
Good
instantly
Lord.
a fan. I was like, oh, this is a racer I could totally follow.
I would
A
definitely.
racer.
It's a funny dynamic because her
Racer.
ex-boyfriend is
Driver.
racing and her current boyfriend's racing all in the same
So
race.
she's not married?
No.
So there is a chance I
There
could
is.
end
No,
up
she
somewhere.
has a new boyfriend, Jared.
Yeah, I know. And he's
It's-
another.
Wait, no, he's not a driver. She
you
broke up
sure?
with that guy. She's dating Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers now.
Oh,
Oh, everybody knows Aaron Rodgers.
I don't. I have no clue who that guy is. Don't care.
Come on, Bert.
Danica Patrick.
yeah.
Really?
You know what
Really?
he's known
Danica
for in the
Patrick?
NFL, Bert?
Yeah.
Is eating pussy. Really good at it.
True. I'm looking at NFL.com and I don't see that on here. One of his
I also
stats.
heard
It's not on
that
his
Aaron
bio.
Rodgers drinks
Hey.
Strikeforce Energy.
Oh, make
Whoa.
America grape again.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
I
it's
heard that.
alleged.
I heard he likes Black Rifle coffee as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Strikeforce Energy. I gotta throw this out there, Sean.
Dad, hey Bert, why don't you do this Strikeforce ad?
One, I actually drink it. Like I was saying, I will. I know it seems complicated, but I put ice in my Ninja and I put some grape in the Grape Strikeforce Energy, Make America Grape Again in there, and it's a
What's a ninja?
they're like those
Oh,
smoothie
the
cups you
blenders.
turn upside
Yeah, yeah,
down.
yeah.
a single
Like the
blender.
Oh, yeah, those are
yeah,
cool.
it's good. It is good,
Yeah.
good.
Shake
But,
and bake.
I've never met Sean, and he messaged me on DM me and asked about the boots for Bison Union and said I have to get a pair of boots. We went back and forth on dialogue and then text each other. Fucking great guy, man. Just wants to help people, just support people. So I'm a big fan of Strikeforce Energy before that, but man, what a good dude.
Yeah, Sean
Super
Matson.
good dude.
Their owners are cool as shit.
Yeah.
And
Super
look, they've been with us since day one. Strikeforce Energy. They got 4 amazing flavors: original grape, as Bert was talking about, lemon and orange. Their fucking boxes are only like $9.95 with the 20% off promo code of Drinkin' Bros. It's like you're stealing that shit. They deliver anywhere in the entire world, so no matter where you are, Strikeforce will find you. Go to strikeforceenergy.com, sign up for their subscription of the month club, which we all have, and use the promo code Drinkin' Bros for 20% off. Evan Hafer, Black Rifle Coffee is next. Why don't you tell us about it?
So Black Rifle Coffee is the largest in the United States, the largest veteran-owned and operated coffee. I think we were the first one out there as well. We are one of the only veteran-owned, operated, and roasted coffees in America. We've been rated by a lot of, actually, I was going through YouTube the other day. We're actually rated pretty high against big names, against Pete's and
that's great.
the rest
Yeah,
of these
I've
guys.
seen some coffee heads do reviews on us.
The funny thing is I developed Just Black, that roast profile, now in 2000. You guys heard the origin story of Just Black and AK-47 when we were in Moscow. So that was like 2010, I think, is when I came up with Just Black. I sat down and was like, I spent, I don't know, I really couldn't tell you how many hours and 100 plus different green beans roasting that in my little 700 square foot cabin in Colorado. Just Black, I still think today is the best drip coffee. And how I actually came up with that name for it was every time I ordered coffee, I don't take sugar, I don't take cream. And what's the first thing they ask you? Do you want sugar or cream? And you're like, no, Just Black. So Just Black was something I developed, 7-8 years ago now, as the perfect drip, and I think it still stands today as one of the best drips, and I would say it is the best drip I've ever had. Black Rifle Coffee, of course, there's a lot of changes. We're moving down to San Antonio, Texas. Woohoo! So we're hiring a lot of people in San Antonio. Matt, myself, Jared, Bert, everybody will be down in San Antonio starting next month. We're going to be splitting our time. We're going to be standing up some coffee shops in San Antonio. We're going to be roasting coffee, standing up coffee shops, doing appearances.
And if you're in the
parties, concerts, you name it.
If you're in the Nashville area, look for job listings. If you want to get some employment here in the next couple months, there'll be some opportunity there and a few other places around the States.
Not to cut you off. Sorry.
Go for it.
And the other big thing that we're doing this year, you've got to tune in to Launch Code, the Launch Code podcast. We are going to donate $200,000 in literally $10,000 to $20,000 grants to veteran startups.
These are grants.
We've teamed up.
Awesome.
These are grants.
Awesome. No
These
shit.
aren't like, yes.
Awesome.
So
we're not trying to take part of the company or anything.
Nope.
These are to get you going.
You're going to have to go through and show us the business model, but you're not only going to be on Launch Code, the podcast, but we're going to fund you. So you could have a business already that needs some additional funding. You could have a business plan and an idea. But you guys got to tune into Launch Code. We're going to put that out exactly when you can start applying for that. And you'll have an opportunity to come out, be on the podcast, and also be mentored by another veteran businessman. So businessman or woman. We've teamed up with a couple nonprofits this year in order to make that happen. And word on the street is I'm probably going to get could be another $1 million. So I've got a meeting next week with a guy that wants to contribute to this initiative. So stay tuned to Launch Code. Keep buying Black Rifle Coffee, guys, because it is going to work for more than just Matt, myself, Jared, Bert, everybody here. I can say that was a lot more. That was a lot more than my salary that we're giving away from last year. So we're gonna try to put veterans to work, not only through Black Rifle Coffee, but through a huge initiative in order to put funding in the right places. So use Drinkin or Drinkin' Bros. Take 20% off. Join the Black Rifle Club, and let's start the revolution.
Let's start it.
Yeah. By the way, the Final Four this year for college basketball is in San Antonio in a month. If you guys are there, let's fucking rage. Everybody comes in town for that goddamn thing.
Dude, you know how I like to rage? I want to be in bed by 10:30.
Matt Best will actually be at the Final Four with a Pop-A-Shot basketball machine out front doing autographs and see who can get the most baskets in 2.5 minutes. So
that's actually pretty fun.
That would be a blast, actually.
I'm
good at putting balls in holes.
Oh, yeah. And
Also,
let's,
too, hey, if
turn
you
the lights out.
are if
Like
you
your
are in the
I stuff everything in
You
there.
put in
North-
there, everything in there.
Call it the
North-
Thanksgiving.
Florida area, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, will make you drive. We will be at the grand opening of the Black Rifle Coffee Shop, partnered with 9 Line Apparel,
Boom.
on March 9th and March 10th.
Gia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so come hang out, and party. You bet you drive. If
gotta
you live in Columbus, Georgia, you can drive to Savannah.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
any
Savannah's
of
a
you
fun town.
375 guys or you
Yeah.
175 guys, I'd like to link up and have a couple of brews with the old Rangers.
Any of them
Isn't
diamonds?
that called dock up? I'd like to dock up with
Hey
you guys.
man, the Rangers are hot, dude.
If you're at Bragg, it's a drivable distance. So
You do forget how the units look sometimes. When I was on the AFV tour and at the Chow Hall, just like fucking 20 tattooed, jacked, like good-looking guys walk in.
super
Like,
fit dude,
who are
tan,
those
like,
guys? It was like,
Wearing-
it was like 375 was
jeans
there.
and
I'm like,
fucking and flannels.
yeah.
Like, oh,
There it is.
those are the cool boys. We can't talk to them.
Nope.
They're really cool.
we talked to them.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Next up, we got ghostbed.com. Sleeps so good, it's scary.
Makes me laugh every time you do it.
Same
I
here.
don't know
It's
why.
good.
Your ghost noise makes me laugh every single time.
Well, so that's a giddy ghost where he's kind of excited but scared, like,
What's gonna happen on that day?
yeah.
Ghostbed, by the way, is stepping up their game. Matt, I checked on it. That mattress is real with the cooling mattress that is like temperature
I'm
controlled.
fucking buying that, dude. Seriously.
I need that.
They wrote me a very nice message on Instagram about my car. I was very appreciative of that.
Yeah, I had a call with them the other day. They're going to be giving two
Worst
listeners
car
a month
ever.
a free set of pillows. So the pillows are the best. They hear us talking about the pillows all the time. They're going to be
they're supernatural comfort, as they say.
They're going to be giving 2 free pillows away. All you have to do is leave a review on iTunes. They're gonna boost our whoever leaves the best review on iTunes. They're gonna pick one every month and then send you 2 free pillows. So that'll be.
I love those iTunes reviews, by the way, Ross. There are some really funny ones.
Really good ones, and it helps boost the show, and it drives us up the iTunes charts. So just go. All you have to do is go on review. It's fucking free, and then you'll get a chance to win 2 free pillows of Ghost Bed a month. They also have this new Craftmatic adjustable bed, which is fucking amazing. You can plug. There's USB ports, fucking lamps, all that shit, and it's.
I'm buying one. I'm looking at it right now.
Do they come with a warm towel too? Like
Wow, the bed is cooled down.
Bed
Adjustable.
snuggles you.
Yeah. And it's
cool.
also got a flashlight on the remote itself, dude. Ghost Bed is
say-
taking
did you-
over.
A flashlight or flash?
Flashlight? Yeah,
Both.
I heard
Built-in flashlight in the bed.
Could you imagine you could just fuck
You don't
the
need
frame?
a flashlight. What you do is you put your penis in between the mattress and then the bed spring, box spring, and then you just.
Oh, God. That sounds painful.
some mayonnaise.
super.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Type in the promo code drinking bros to get a huge discount. I want to say it's like $200 off right now. It's fucking amazing. Ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Get your shit. Next up is Sig Sauer. Matt Best, why don't you tell us about it?
Sig Sauer is a premium roast. Shit. I did it wrong.
No.
That's Black Rifle.
Everybody knows that I'm a Sig fan. My MPX. I always talk about the MPX. That's my go-to girl. And everybody asks me what kind of 9mm platform is my favorite, and that's it. If anybody watched the Christmas Steel video that we all did here at BRC, those
Great
were
video.
suppressed MPXs, and they are super fun to shoot. You got adjustable and folding stocks or braces on those things. They get really compact. You can carry it around in your backpack and save some lives with it, whatever you want to do. But Sig Sauer, they're so dope they don't even give us a promo code. So
Nope.
just
go
check
to
their good shit out.
Yeah, just go to sigsauer.com and that's it. Enjoy their magic. No need for a promo code. Last but not least, we got Grill Your Ass Off. These guys are fucking dope, man. Everybody was started checking out their Instagram after the last show. They're making the finest seasonings for meats in the land, and that's all we fucking eat is meat. Matt, you had their chicken. I used it on their steak the other night. I'm a huge fan. They're completely veteran owned, Brand new company, startup. Go support them. Go check out their Instagram page. It's fucking amazing. GrillYourAssOff.com. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros for 15% off. They also said, because somebody was talking about putting Grill Your Ass Off seasoning on pussy, that you can use the promo code PUSSY for 16% off.
Jeez.
Wow. That is entered in. So go to GrillYourAssOff.com. Use the promo code PUSSY for 16% off of all of their seasonings. Big fan.
I'm about that sashimi life, man. I don't season up my pussy. I like it raw and real.
Raw and real.
Raw and real, man.
Wow.
You don't put any seasoning on your pussy, is what you're saying?
No,
you see, I like mine with mustard and onions.
That's gross, dude. You got to Skittles that pussy. Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
For those that can't see, Heather is kind of in the back of the room here with the look of disgust on her face. Happens about 72 times a day.
Yeah, well, welcome to Drinkin' Bros. Welcome to Drinkin' Bros.
I'm her embarrassment.
That's not a good accolade.
You're her fixer-upper.
Yeah, you're like the 1972 truck with a broken transmission she's trying to fix. And they ain't fucking never happening. They don't even make those parts anymore.
Yes, I love when somebody else gets made fun of. Do him next. Do him next.
Do me next. Do him next.
Who was it when we were? I was down in Texas and hunting some hog, and it was like Dakota Meyer and Crispy, and everybody was there. And one of the friends that was there just kind of looked and was like, "You guys are so fucking mean to each other." And we're like, "What? No, we're not," because we're just always busting our balls.
Evan called me an idiot on Dakota's blog. You know JT, like he's an idiot. That's on his video. Like I'm not even there.
It's at the point now after spending a year with you guys. It's at the point now when people are nice to me, I get super awkward. I get super awkward.
I know you don't know what to
when
say.
people are really nice to me. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah.
I always say it's like when you're in third grade and you like a girl, you just make fun. I'm like, your hair looks stupid, Sherry.
Yes.
But you actually like her. It's kind of how we are.
I like it.
Like I would never. Well, we give maybe one compliment a day. I'd be like, arms look good, Bert.
Sherry, you're not trying to
Matt,
fuck
that
us.
shirt looks good on you.
How do you know that?
Oh God.
Well, not you.
Yeah. You could do better.
Funny thing is you're not a bad looking guy. You just don't care.
I know. I don't care.
I
have other
actually-
things on my mind.
I'll be completely honest with you. You were walking the other day, and I don't remember what you're wearing, but I was like, man, I might sleep with JT. And then you got in that car of yours, and I was like,
nope.
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker.
What the fuck's wrong with the car?
It's terrible.
I love it.
That's great.
It's me.
Perfect.
It's all
That car, you need to get into that car with Tommy Pastrami and jump a lake or something.
Yeah.
Like, that car needs to be destroyed in the most epic fashion.
No, it doesn't need to be
ever.
destroyed.
You should start
Ross,
a Kickstarter.
jump in here. Help me.
You should start a Kickstarter campaign or a Drinking Bros campaign to raise money to pay you back for the car so you can destroy it in the most epic fashion.
How much was the car?
Like
30?
Yeah, it was like
all in all,
40.
the wrap,
40.
everything. 40 grand is what you're into?
Yeah.
Come on, Drinking Bros. You guys need to raise 40 grand.
No, can we get like a petition where we get 20,000 signatures and then we have to kill it with fire?
Oh, God, that'd be great.
I like my car.
Wait, Heather, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you like the vehicle or not?
I'm a muscle car chick. My dream car is
Of course you are.
She said she's a muscle car.
Oh, God.
Dodge
Okay, so you like
Heather
fast
just
cars.
said that her ideal car is a 71 Dodge Challenger. So
What's yours? Mine's a 65 Mustang. That's always been my go-to.
me, I'm going for the next truck I buy or the next vehicle I buy is going to be like a 70 Ford. The dent side Ford, like a dent side Ford. No lift or anything on it, just stock, completely rebuilt, and I'm going to try and rebuild it by myself. I'm not a car rebuilder, but it's something I've always wanted to do.
I'm going to buy probably like a 1990 Toyota Tacoma stick shift with 100,000 miles on it, and that's going to be my second car because I just don't care.
I think that's you all have to have like a surviving the apocalypse vehicle.
Yeah.
Like we have to.
One that's
and the one
pure
that is the go-to
pre-71.
It is the Toyota manual fucking like
They never-
ideally
they
if I
never
could have a
die.
Hilux.
Yes.
Diesel, like
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
the Toyota Tundra, I just saw one 2 weeks ago. The new Toyota Tundra coming out next year that has a Cummins diesel engine.
Yeah, that's right.
and they're
I might need
they're
one of
talking
those.
about
oh, they're
doing,
putting Cummins in it.
yeah.
Wow,
So-
that's legit.
But perfect vehicle. If you guys haven't watched the video that Evan posted and Matt and JT have been posting about the trip to Idaho, Evan talks about a guy named Rusty Bentz who's world famous and famous throughout Idaho as being a river god up there. But we went to his cabin and he has this truck that he drives you from the river up to the top. That's the kind of truck. That thing has probably been rebuilt.
Hey, listen, I ain't fucking around because I'm on a new deer lease now down in Texas, and I need to build out like an old school Toyota with a hunt rack on the back. It's going down.
You need that.
But it's going to be Ford. Ghetto. It's a man's.
I'd say Ford. You should do a Ford.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
like
you
a 71 Ford.
Yes, dent side like
just you know what they have is they've got a highboy from back you know what I'm talking about, like a 70s era Ford manual transmission, just badass. We should just build one for the post-apocalyptic vehicle, just in case we need it. My dad could fix it because none of us can, but he could work on it.
I can change the oil. That's about it.
You got to survive a few more years because we need you around to work on this Ford.
What year date is it that you have to go before to where it's not infected by an EMP?
You know what?
It's like 71 or 72.
No. It's like later. It's like 80.
Yeah.
I think it's 1980 is when they shifted over to a chip. I wouldn't say it's a smart car whatsoever, but they shifted to a shift. I think, or a chip. I think that would be a great project for Texas.
I'm
for Texas,
super down.
Right?
Post-apocalyptic
I'll
vehicle.
put in cash right now.
I'm
I love it. I think this is great. 77 Ford.
Your dad's gonna have a problem with it, though.
Why?
Because I got my truck stuck in Wyoming last week with Logie, with Black Rifle Logan over in Wyoming.
Hot Logie.
I got stuck. I posted, your dad, you Drinking Bros listeners think these guys bust my balls. Evan, your dad he texts me every 30 minutes and says, "Hey, are you still stuck?" Like
he made a joke to me and you weren't even around.
I know.
Like
he said the
yesterday.
same thing. He busts my balls. But Evan's dad is a diehard Dodge guy, like literally. And
diehard.
Evan, Matt, myself, and Logan, and about 5 other people.
Well, that's because he was a race car guy. He's
drive Fords.
Like,
Ed busts our balls all fucking day. You need to film. I'll film some of that and fucking post it. Just Ed busting balls. Evan's dad will bust balls like nobody else.
Yeah,
bust your balls.
The new Instagram, Evan's dad says.
Yes, you guys need one. I'm in on the Ford truck right now.
That's awesome.
The ultimate Black Rifle apocalypse vehicle.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
We're fucking in. Chip's in on this.
What's up, Ross?
You're a diehard Toyota guy, Matt. How are those Toyotas? Your car is fucking dope.
Well, no, not anymore. I leased a Ford now, an F-150, and I love it. I mean, I love Toyota. I grew up with Toyota. I had my first pickup I ever had was this fucking completely beat to shit red Toyota, and all it said was pickup on it. So when you'd go in to get like the DMV, they'd be like, "Okay, sir, your Toyota." It was like a 1984. I don't know what it was, but they always like, well, "What type of pickup is?" I'm like, "It just says pickup on the back. There's no Tacoma, Tundra. It just says Toyota pickup on the back of the tailgate." That was it. And then I drove Tacomas forever, Tundras, and then I got my Ford, and I love it. It's just the remote start out here.
That Ford is really cool.
It's life changing.
Yeah, I went through
cool
9
Fords.
Toyota trucks, and finally Evan bought his Ford. We took a trip to Idaho, and I rode up there with him and drove half the way. No, we went to Durango, and I drove half the way, and it was it for me. Like I was on 9 Toyota trucks and switched to Ford after driving Evan's F-150.
No shit.
Yeah.
It just drives like a car.
I had Tacomas,
It's
and then my
nice.
last 3 were Tundras, but I had to switch over. The new Fords are fucking great.
Yeah, I mean, I was the same way. Toyota, and then I shifted to Ford. But as soon as, and the funny thing was, I got into, whose Ford was it? I think it was Richard. Richard had his Ford, and I was like, this is a super nice truck. And we had I just got a new Tundra. It was a Black Rifle coffee vehicle, and I was like, this is way better than the one that we bought. And it was like the same price.
I'm super loyal to Tundras, just because they're like the most American-made truck out there. But the problem is like the in-cab amenities compared to Ford, you can't even compete because they are what Ford was like 4 years ago, I feel like. And then Ford has all the dope cooled seats, heat seats, and
you know what's even cooler for me?
And I'm a pussy, and I like to be comfortable these days.
I'm the same way.
Because you are what you eat.
Yes.
Pussy.
Sorry. You already said it. You can't say it. You already said
I got
it.
my one.
Yeah.
So, I post a Ford picture every now and then on my truck, like that one in Wyoming. I posted a picture on my Instagram getting stuck. I had 3 different guys DM me, and then one guy commented on the post and said, "I work at the factory and I built your truck."
Wow.
How fucking
Really?
cool is that?
That's awesome.
3 different guys DM me. One guy posted, they all know each other, and they all work at the same fucking Ford factory that does all the 350s, or at least the model that I have.
That is
And they
awesome.
were literally like, "Hey,
where's
I built
that?
your
Where's that
truck."
planet?
In Kentucky.
Okay,
That's
shit.
cool.
But yeah,
That's great.
How cool? I mean, how cool is that? Like those guys literally put
My
my
Ford's
truck
built
together.
in Germany.
Of course it is,
Gross.
Jared.
It's still a Ford. It's just built in Germany.
Gross.
All right.
What?
Look,
Engineering.
whatever you want to spin that as, that's totally fine. Hey,
Yeah.
Matt,
I love my car.
Yeah.
I meant to ask you, man. I saw Noel shooting hogs on your Instagram. How was that?
Oh, dude, it was a freaking blast, man. It was.
Yeah, literally.
No, we had a bunch of ranchers down there. Their properties hadn't been shot for about 2 years, and essentially what they needed was us to clear a lot of these hogs out. If you don't know, like, the feral hogs just destroy these ranchers' properties, destroy them. So you kind of you get to go in there. Had called in a few favors, got a little bird and took some friends up there. You know, Dakota was with us, Crispy, and then my wife got to kill a bunch of hog, and that was super cool. You talk about a lady boner or man boner, like watching her shoot from a skid.
You're right.
At 50 miles an hour and flip a hog. I'm like, oh, that is fucking cool.
Yeah, we need.
What do you guys do with them afterwards?
We'll go down there with an ATV and pick up like the smaller sows, and we'll eat those ones. But I mean, dude, some of these ones we're killing are like 400-pound boar. That you can't eat those things. They're so tough and nasty. And ultimately, you got to just kill these things to help out the property, so the white-tailed have food and the cattle have grass to feed on. So
you guys were down there handling some huge hogs.
huge hogs, Bert.
Okay.
Huge hogs. I did put that on my my Instagram story, me slaying some. That was super fun. It was the
was
closest I've ever felt to being back in the military, having like my mag stack in the beginning, just fucking running
What
through
were
these
you
things.
using?
5.56, which I'll never use again. I mean,
Yeah.
you can, but some of these boar, man, I was hitting them 6-7 times, and they're just
time
taking all the shots.
I brought a Mosin Nagant,
Yeah.
but it's one shot, like boom, and these things are done. Yep.
Yeah, a 308's the way to go, I think. But I mean, a lot of the people who were with us were not
love my
a
Mosin.
higher level of shooters, so giving them a 308, and that's expensive proposition right there.
It is.
So,
Shit.
and then we snuck in some fishing. We caught some bass.
Was that right
was
on,
fun.
Noel- John's
Noel's
Lakes?
the bass master, man. She
Bass
posted a whole
master
bunch of
flex.
photos holding some bass. Like
Some
she was
bass.
killing it in the one lake you guys
I
were
mean,
at.
granted, there were stocked lakes, so it wasn't that hard, but it was super fun to see her smiling and
sounds
going out
fun.
and doing some cool shit.
I mean, the last time we went fishing, we didn't even get a bite. I really wanted to catch a salmon.
Oh, well,
Where were you?
he was sleeping. He was in the back of the boat, so it's really hard for him to catch anything.
I did one of the little lakes that I was at that it was overstocked. They're like, catch what you want.
Yeah.
Noel and I caught 5 or 6 bass and then filleted them up and cooked them that night.
You eat
It was-
bass?
Fuck yeah! Are you kidding me?
I never knew that.
You're kidding me.
I seriously thought bass was just a catch and release fish that nobody ate it.
No.
You're kidding.
Bass is delicious. It's
I
like
had
one of the
no
most
clue.
widely eaten fish out there.
I mean, I know
eaten fish.
sea bass, but I never heard of like lake bass.
Like a largemouth bass. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know
absolutely.
people
They're
ate that.
great eating.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Huh. Well, I'll have to catch you and cook you some
You
when
know,
we're in San Antonio.
I thought dogs laid eggs. And I learned something today.
Wow.
And then Bert, you went to Jackson Hole, right?
I did. I actually went over with Logan Stark for both Black Rifle and Bison Union. We went over on a photo trip with 2 of the photographers. One of them, both of them work for Black Rifle. One of them's full-time photographer for Black Rifle. So we went over there to kind of take some more outdoor photos and to really get out and hit the trail and start doing some outdoor stuff. I think I won't go too far into it, but I think you guys are going to be real happy if you're an outdoor person of where we're going with Bison Union and more specifically with Black Rifle. So I'll leave it at that. But we had a good trip over there. You'll start to see those photos that Logan's posted. Logan's been with you guys for how long?
Pretty
3
much,
years, pretty much, yeah.
Since
3
the
So he
years.
beginning.
started with Ready Man, and then he came over to Black Rifle Coffee. So he's been with us from the beginning.
Just
He
super,
hasn't left our side since our Wyoming trip.
Super positive and fun to be around. We went over and shot some photos, and I think in a matter of like 3 hours, our first 3 hours there, we saw over 50 moose and, a whole kettle of bald eagles, which I had to explain. A group of bald eagles is actually called a kettle.
Is it really?
Yeah, I actually learned that in my hotel
Who comes
room.
up with this shit?
I don't know.
Kettle.
But
It's like a murder of bats.
But you'll start seeing those photos come in.
Dude, I want to see a moose.
Or murder a crow. I don't know what they're
Good stuff.
I want to see a moose.
Moose.
My only
just wanna
gripe with
see
Logan
one?
is his beard seems
I
to
wanna
be
watch you
shrinking
kill one.
every year.
Well, we always call him Mini Matt Best because anything I wear, he just like slowly does it. I trim my beard. About 3 months later, he's trimming his beard. It's
you
all
guys
right.
got to get him on this program to tell the story. And a girl named Brooke
Did
who
you just
does
call our show a program?
Yeah, it's a program. It's a fucking program.
Jesus
You know what? I'll get up and
Christ.
walk out of this fucking podcast right now. I don't need this. What, I'm going to get 10 followers from it? I'm just kidding.
Don't be rude to the drinking bros.
Bert Lopez, ladies
No,
and
you
gentlemen.
guys, you got to have Logan on here to tell his story. Brooke, who was with us in Jackson Hole, photographer, pointed it out, but he was telling this long, drawn-out story about going to the doctor here in Salt Lake, and his doctor got his labs back and looked at him and said, well, have you ever thought that this might be HIV? This is a real story.
His labradoodles?
His actual physician that was examining him and doing his labs came back and said, well, with what you have in the symptoms in your labs, have you thought that, could this possibly be HIV? And I guess Logan was taken back by it. But then the doctor asked some more questions, and Logan was telling us this. And Logan's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And he's trimmed up his beard.
hot.
And Brooke says across the table, I bet your physician thought you were gay and you live that lifestyle. And you should have seen the look on Logan's face. A light bulb went off, and there was no fucking doubt about it that his physician thought he was gay.
That's
And then
so.
he had an erratic lifestyle because he said he drinks a little bit and he goes out and
Yeah.
But how fucking you got to have
Which he
hear him
doesn't.
tell-
He doesn't
You gotta,
have any crazy diseases.
no, he doesn't have any crazy diseases. But you got to hear the story. Like him telling it is fucking hilarious.
That is a good story.
I don't mean it like that. Like he's out in alleyways having sex at night. And,
You never know, Bert. You never know.
I
His
don't know what
sex life-
happens when he leaves here.
yeah, his sex life is not like JT's.
We
diet.
call him Alleyway
What?
Logan.
Do what now?
What?
Hey.
Hey.
I like sandwiches out of the dumpster.
I know you posted on your little.
I did that for Evan.
Worst
That was the
couple.
Nice.
that was
Yeah.
Evan's origin story.
Origin
Anyway,
story.
you got to hear Logan tell the story. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, the last time he was on the show, he got so blackout drunk that he couldn't complete a sentence.
Seriously?
Yeah, we've
yeah,
tried
I
to have
remember that
Logan on
one.
the show. Yeah.
Logan, as a drinker, is like 0 to 100 real quick, where he'll be having like 3 glasses of wine, totally well spoken as always, normal, and then that fourth one he'll be like, Logan. You're like, oh, hello. That's where we are.
Yeah.
We're on Mars. Got it.
Matt and I we took down like 2 bottles of wine the other night.
Ooh,
I'm so
Yeah.
jealous.
It
was this in Vegas?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we were in
drink with you
Vegas.
guys.
2 nights ago, we were in Vegas.
This
and
is how
we went to Pongo.
Yeah, Brazilian
Yeah.
steakhouse.
oh God.
Well, because so
that
we were
sounds
trying to, we're like, let's
amazing.
get sushi, and we went to 2 different restaurants, and we looked at we're like, fuck that, way too expensive, and then we walked to another one. We actually sat down, and we're looking at the menu, like, fuck, this is expensive too, and we're not talking crazy, but just Vegas prices, and we're cheap fucks. So
Yeah.
we're like, fuck this, and everyone's like, I got this Brazilian steakhouse. We're like, yeah, and it was magical. We had like bacon wrap filet, we had ribeye, we had chicken thighs, we
I
had.
want to go to this
it
with
was
you guys.
So good.
2
God,
bottles
that
of wine
sounds
in,
good
talk
right
some
now.
business.
Yeah.
It was a
I
fun dinner
want to
date.
drink with you guys.
Only prom Noel was there. I really just wanted it to be just the 2 of us. Just kidding.
It was so good, dude. Like I
shared
dream about that place at night.
We had
It's
so
some
good.
It's called
We
Pongo.
had some soda water in Daytona.
Pongo.
dude.
Is it in a hotel or is it is it like
no,
outside
no,
the
it's
strip?
off strip. Yeah, it's off strip. It's like you flip the card, you're green, and it means just they keep bringing you meat, and they're like, they're cutting it off the skewer right there.
So you have a card on the table.
Yes.
And it's
Oh,
green lights,
green
and
means
red
go.
lights.
One of those,
Oh,
yeah.
And Matt and I are like, we're eating like we just got out of a concentration camp. Like, we're just like, fucking, oh my god, and we're like,
Well, we'd been in meetings all day, and I don't think either of us had really eaten. And that's when we went to all these different places. And we turned down the high prices being ravenous.
Yeah.
And the thing I like about that Brazilian place is the second you fucking sit down, you flip that green card, and the guy's like, hi, do you want some filet? And you're like,
Oh, God,
so
that sounds
sit to eat is very quick. And then
Oh,
we
I
were
like that.
we were eating like we just got out of a concentration camp.
Do you normally drink wine? I know you drink wine. Evan, do you normally drink wine?
No, I normally don't drink at all, but I'll drink when it's social, and if I do, I drink red wine.
God, if I drink red wine, I get fucking hammered.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I get bad headaches.
I didn't. I was pretty buzzed by the time we got back to the hotel, but I wasn't like just fucking ham.
Oh no,
sandwich.
I was perfect, little tipsy, but then I just drank water the rest of the night. I got that Coors Light at the bottom of the Trump thing, and I walked up. I'm like, why am I? I just poured it out in the sink.
Really?
I don't need to drink this shit. I need water.
Really good red wine is about 13%. That's why, Bert.
Yeah, I get hammered on wine.
Yeah,
I get headaches. I don't drink wine.
We all know.
Jared.
We all know your drink of choice.
See, Jared, well, the problem with Jared is like, so he gets headaches, he shakes a lot, but then when he has vodka, that actually smooths everything down. But then sometimes it gets him real sick in the morning, you know? But that's like a food poisoning thing. It's not related to actually drinking.
Definitely gets food poisoning. It's just bad food decisions when he's blackout drunk. Or it could be just the fact that he's blackout drunk. I don't know.
Or a little bit of both, you know?
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have had that fish taco from Subway.
I had spicy tuna hand rolls last night.
Oh.
Did you? I did too.
From where?
Nice.
From where, though, Jared?
Party Ben's girlfriend brought him home.
Oh, my God.
See, dude, I can't do to-go sushi. Even when you Grubhub sushi, I need it fresh from the kitchen, man.
I agree. I agree.
Well, while I was eating it, she's like, "Oh, this place is great. They said the fish is never frozen," and I'm like, "But we're in Utah."
we were Jared and I were eating with
great.
his parents down in, so they met us down in
Was
Orlando.
Jared's mom was there? Okay,
hammer. And
my dad was being inappropriate.
Her
at
dad,
dinner.
or his dad, was so fucking funny. So we're at like a regular bar, but serving food, and the guy was like, "Oh, is that going to be enough meat or something like that?"
He asked if she wanted protein on her salad.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And his dad goes, "Oh, don't worry about her. She's going to get plenty of protein tonight."
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Strong.
Promote ahead of peers.
Does that bother you that your parents still?
No, he's
fuck?
done that my entire life. Like, they're disgusting.
But Jared was asking me, like, what should I order? Because he's a fucking psycho, I guess. And she was like, does he always like run his like decisions through you? And I was like, well, when I'm here, I like for him to run his food decisions through me, because I don't want to deal with the aftermath of his bad like fish decisions, because it's a bad fish decision that always leads to something really catastrophic. So I was just moderating. He's like, hey, can I get these fish tacos? I'm like, yeah, you're in Orlando. You're in Orlando. You can do that for sure, man. He's like, oh, okay. But his mom found that was so odd that he ran his food decisions through me, and I was like, yeah, it's just the fish. It's
And
the
then
fish
they were
decision.
bugging me because we were sitting close. And
Why do you guys?
We were in a bench. We were in a bench that was 6 feet long.
I want to get your mom
right
on the podcast.
right next to
oh
each
my
other.
god,
We need your mom, because it's the same thing of like, you told your family to come visit Salt Lake City and you're not even in town.
No,
And I
you weren't
walk
even
out
here.
and see your whole family. I'm like, hey, she's like, oh my God, Matt. Well, and it's just, I'm like, at least I have you. And then we took photos of his family, and I'm like, this is just. I want to know what she really thinks about your adult life.
It's interesting what they think. And what I realize is they don't know a lot about his life at all. They don't know much about what he does at all. Like,
His life's a bit of an enigma.
He doesn't really talk to them about stuff like that, or he doesn't talk to them because they're asking me questions.
Trying to get information through you.
Yeah,
like
they're
case
like,
you.
Yeah, they're
So
like,
what does like Jared do on a daily basis at Black Rifle?
yeah, just like normal things. Like, so is he still in the Air Force? And I'm like, no, he's not.
His parents didn't know he was.
He's out. He's out of the Air Force.
6 months.
And I mean, how we just love, his wife. I'm like, that they're separated, right? And like, he's got a new girlfriend, and like, and they're like, what?
Yes.
Who?
Shut the fuck up. They didn't know.
I'm like, Heather, and they're like, you mean Jared's friend Heather? And I'm like, yeah, yes. And they,
Friend with
both of them-
quotations.
both of them
No
were like,
way.
both of them were like, whoa, she is way out of his league. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's fucking weird.
No, she did text me, and she's very persistent. She's like, my son's not dating Heather. She's too good looking for him. And I
Yeah.
was like, it happened.
It did happen.
Miracles can happen,
Yeah.
I love.
Keep
you
adding.
know who has the best fish sandwiches right now?
Oh, fuck
That's
me.
all. You didn't hear. You didn't hear a word they said, did
God.
Yeah,
didn't
they've got a new spicy fish. It's really good.
you? God, you didn't hear anything. You were thinking about sandwiches the whole
They got
time.
a pizza slider too.
At Arby's.
Yeah,
Wow.
We have the meat.
We didn't drink. We didn't drink hardly at all in Orlando, which I thought was pretty good of you. I thought that was really good.
It was an important meeting.
And it was funny because I kept waiting for him to order more food to the room, and he didn't. I kept waiting and I kept waiting
And he kept the
waiting.
little. He kept pushing the little menu like it would be near me. Like
So-
I'd go to the bathroom and come back and it'd
Let me
be
rewind this
right
for a
at my
second.
feet.
You guys shared a room?
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole other story, which is like every room was sold out.
Yeah, we
And-
finally were like, oh, fine, we'll pay $800 for a night, and then that one was sold out.
I just
Yeah,
pictured you guys laying on a bed, drawing real softly words on each other's backs.
Backs, yeah.
Guess
What's
what-
that say?
What's that spell?
What's that say? It says, what's that say?
Concubine,
That's
concubine.
Just black?
I slept on the pullout.
Yeah, there was
Jared
a
slept
large
in the bed.
couch.
We shared a room, and I kept waiting because
That's-
I drop little subtle hints like, oh, look at that big pita with all the meat on it, Jared. That looks like something you
no,
like.
it was the pork.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the pork fucking thing. You
Yeah,
kept
pork
pointing
but the
at.
thing-
frittata. I
the
kept
thing
pointing
about
at it.
Jared is he's not a big eater in the sense of quantity. He just eats the worst shit. Like he only does 4 hot dogs a day, but he does 4 hot dogs a
And
day.
fast. I've never seen a
Yeah.
faster eater in my entire
No,
life.
before just in here, he had a fucking egg sandwich from McDonald's or something. And he just looks at it, pauses for a second, and goes,
It's gone.
and he looks at me. I'm like, why do you eat like that? And he goes, "Wah, wah." I was like, I'm good. And that literally just happened.
I had 3 burritos before that.
We were walking through the track, and the guy goes, "Hey, do you guys want to grab a hot dog or something?" Jared's like, "Oh yeah, hot dog." Like it was
He
like,
he asked that 3
shit.
separate times. Hey, do you guys think we should get another hot dog? I was like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
Do you notice how Jared gets through half of it with bites, and then the second
just
half
goes,
he push, and then stuffs it all the way in? Whoa.
Yeah. It's a reverse of the final push on a baby being born. It's
He just flipped it.
it's the final bite
Yeah.
that accounts for half the meal just gets stuffed in there.
Well, and you guys are at the biggest race in auto sports history now. It used to be the Indy 500, but now it's the Daytona. And all the cars, all the people there, all the celebrities, all the fun stuff. And Jared posts one photo, and it's a photo of the Jimmy
John's
He
car,
was
yeah.
stoked.
Kevin
He was
Harvick's
stoked.
car.
He was
Yes.
stoked.
Did you guys get housed at that race? Because that's what the
No.
Daytona 500 is known for, is race for the case. Try
Evan
to
had
drink as many
about
beers.
13 soda waters, and I had 2 beers.
Yeah.
Regular size beers.
We were talking,
Yeah.
so we couldn't get inebriated.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Was it more of a businessy thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a business thing.
We had
'Cause
an
it-
intervention at our house and stopped drinking stopped drinking soda waters,
Yeah.
like the LaCroix.
Yeah.
I'm convinced those things make you more thirsty. Like
Really?
I feel better now that I stopped drinking them.
Huh.
Like
I love me some LaCroix. And
They're good, but man,
no one
they're
loves them
addicting.
no one loves them like Evan though.
We were,
I got a
Candace
soda
and I were
machine in
doing
the
a
house with the
12-pack a
handle.
day.
I do too.
Do you?
I got a
Yeah, I got a soda machine in there because it's like, how many cases of this? And my wife was like, we're going through probably, 50 cans a month on this. And I'm like, God damn, we just got to get one of these.
Soda Stream is
machines.
great.
That's what I got.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were doing a 12-pack each a day at our house.
Whoa, yeah, that's epic.
Of those of the LaCroix, the lime one.
Well, that's how I was going through like 3 bottles of Makers a week, so I just bought moonshine, a barrel of it. So now I drink just a cup like this. I wake up in the morning. You know,
You and I have
drip.
not drank together in like 4 months.
I know
It was, I think,
because
the last
we have
time.
completely opposite lifestyles.
What? Is
well,
that?
no, that was shot show because we were drinking.
Because
we were
we
drinking
don't
a
like
shot
each
show.
other.
Yeah, we did.
No, we like each other.
I'm joking.
I'm just like, if Jared wanted to come over at like 7 p.m. and drink till 9 p.m., all about it. But you're not.
I don't stay up.
You don't. Well, it's a. I don't.
Why'd
know.
you look at Heather?
Affirmation. Like, I don't stay up.
I don't. I don't know what you. We're just always so busy these days that it's.
No, the last time was the fight that me, you, and Logan got drunk at.
Yeah,
the
that was
house.
fun.
Yeah.
That's about the only time I'll stay up until like 12.
It wasn't even 1. Like, it was
yeah.
like 11:30.
Okay, you're right. Well, I'm married to a grandma, so she helps in that regard.
And
It's like 9:30 and she's yawning.
mine's
wants
still
to turn
sober.
on. What's that?
I said,
Matlock.
mine's still sober.
Like the wife's like not yawning, and you she just wants to turn on Matlock. Like, what do you say we turn on Matlock?
No,
Just
every night,
watch
and
some
this is not a
episodes.
knock on her because I've had the polar opposite, and you can get fucked with that. But she like turns on Forensic Files, like
Right.
9:30, puts her computer up, and is like looking at travel plans for us, like in 3 weeks. We got to make sure we get a hotel. The prices are gonna go up. I'm like,
I sent this to Evan.
it's great. It's the structure I need in my life.
It's
you know?
great.
I sent this to Evan and Ross. Maybe you might have seen it already. A futile and stupid gesture. Have you seen it yet?
Dude, I did a huge dissertation on the movie. It was fucking amazing.
I loved it. It's so good. You guys would love it. I mean, it really it will remind you of us.
What movie? Black Panther?
No, it's called A Futile and Stupid Gesture. It's about the guy that created National Lampoon. And it's a really cool,
super close to Black Panther, by the way.
cool movie. Like it's almost like a documentary, but it's acted. But it's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, Will
Like, and to
Forte
see-
is the lead. It's about the invention of National Lampoons.
Yeah. So like they essentially created Saturday Night Live. Like,
Yep.
And then their first movie was Animal House.
Animal House and then
They did
Caddyshack, he wrote.
Caddyshack, and Caddyshack did so bad back then that the dude went into this crazy depression and fucking fell off a cliff.
He killed himself, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
like
God.
actually fell off a cliff.
Well, like
Yeah, he's
that's what
dead.
they say.
Okay.
But like they have all these actors in there that are playing like John Belushi and Chevy Chase, and they're fucking spot on. Like,
That's cool.
and it's the story is like, holy shit, this is how this fucking happened.
I have to watch it. That sounds good.
It's really good.
You know
It's
what
on-
else is
it's on
really good?
Netflix.
The Drinking Bro of the Week.
Oh,
It is.
yeah.
It is.
Shit.
By the way, Bert,
Boom.
I do want to say
Yes.
Black Panther was absolutely incredible, by the way.
Really?
I did see it, yep.
I'm gonna watch it this weekend. So a bunch of guys that I was in First Special Forces Group. They were in the support battalion, but one of them, his name is Ricky Barksdale, and he's an up and coming actor, and he's in it. So I'll definitely go see it.
Yeah,
Really good.
I hate superhero movies, like hate them. And this was probably the best one I've ever seen.
That's awesome. It's breaking every record right now. It's killing it.
It is. That's why I wanted to see it, because I was like, all right, if it's breaking every record, how fucking good is it? It was the only.
Yeah, now I want to see
It was one of the only movies with an A+ exit score from the cinemas, which doesn't fucking happen. Like usually your highest score is an A-.
Compared to Deadpool, what do you think, Ross?
Crushed
Its
it.
numbers double.
Do you think it's
Deadpool.
better than Deadpool?
I do, yeah. I don't.
Okay.
I like the dialogue in Deadpool, and I thought it was funny. When you start fighting like rock monsters and shit like that, like this felt like more of like a black James Bond mixed with like Star Wars, and the world was so awesome that it was like it just felt totally different than any superhero movie I've ever seen.
Cool. I'll check it out.
Who made that? Is that Marvel or is that DC?
Yes, Marvel. And everybody's saying, because look, one of the other reasons I went to see it was everybody said this was Marvel's first masterpiece of a film. And I agree. It was really fucking good. And again, I hate that shit. Like, I hate superhero movies. So, like, I refuse to go see like the new Spider-Man, or I won't go see the new Deadpool or any of that shit. Like, I was good on it. But Drinkin' Bro of the Week is submitted by Michael Bottini II. That's a strong name that you had to name him twice.
Super strong.
I like it. He said, I'd like to nominate my best friend, Norman Bergman. He's an E5 in the Army, and he's soon to be my best man at my wedding. He's also a drinking bro, a class act, and he's out of the Army in the next 5 days.
right.
Yeah. And as a combat vet, I'm sure he would appreciate a shout out for Drinkin' Bro of the Week. You got it, Michael.
Cheers.
Congrats to you out, man.
Cheers.
And cheers to
That's
Norman.
rad.
Congrats.
Also, Matt, you wanted to do a dedication as well.
Yeah, no, I thought we just wanted to bring up and send, prayers and good vibes to the Florida shooting victims. Really shitty scenario. And, if anybody's in that local community and we can help out from something on our end, please let us know.
Absolutely. Man, this was a fun show. It flew by. For Evan Hafer, Matt Best, Jared Taylor, Bert Kuntz, I'm Ross Patterson. Good night, everyone.